Judge Clifton Newman finished the fourth and final jury panel questioning early Tuesday morning before moving to pre-trial motion hearings covering important aspects of Alex Murdaugh's murder trial.
Alex Murdaugh!
Alex Murdaugh back in court, engaged in the jury selection process.
So the defendant, Mr. Richard Alex Murdaugh, if you'll please stand. Thank you.
More than 100 jurors will return to the courtroom on Wednesday for the final selection process, needing to find 12 impartial jurors, something attorney Ronnie Richter says could be hard among a panel of Murdaugh's peers.
Yeah, when you think about the number of people who know Alex, know the family in this community, you have to go individual by individual in sidebars to figure out how deep is that relationship, and that takes time. This is the most important phase of the trial. There is no second place. If you sit a jury that's not going to listen to your message, then you're just talking to yourself.
Judge Clifton Newman then took up pretrial motions on what could be key evidence in the case, blood spatter, motive evidence, and ballistics.
But by all accounts, this blood spatter business is the most important piece of evidence to the prosecution in this case. It's the only evidence that absolutely puts Alex Murdaugh not on the property, but in close proximity at the moment the bullets began to rain in on Paul and his mother.
During the hearing, state prosecutors agreed to leave blood spatter testimony out of opening arguments while Judge Newman considers whether to allow evidence of Murdaugh's other crimes, which the state claims establishes motive.
To understand why these are significant, the jury has to understand that he had been stealing for over a decade, 99 counts to date, and facing essentially life without parole on these particular financial accounts, and that's the significance of what he was trying to prevent from being exposed.
All while Murdaugh's defense says it shouldn't factor into this case.
His theory, and this is sort of, is that he knew the jig was up, so he went home and blew the head off his son, and butchered his wife. There's not one shred of evidence there was any problems between any of them.
Prosecutors and defense also had the chance to question sled ballistics expert Paul Greer. Judge Newman ultimately ruled that he was a credible witness and that evidence will be admitted. Now, court will be in recess until 11 a.m. on Wednesday morning. It's very likely we could see a jury seated by the end of Wednesday, and opening arguments could follow soon after. Reporting in Walterboro, Riley Benson, Count on 2.